Beiru's alien excursions. Beiru was abducted by aliens again. The interstellar creatures flew in their saucer last night to have another chat. The first time, they flew over the restaurants on Shrewsbury Street, made a U-ey over Holy Cross, then the ship darted into the stratus and back to their planet. Beiru could never remember the name of their planet. He was reminded both times he was abducted because the next day a team of their diplomats would wave to him in the morning light, small aliens, tentacles, faces like elephants missing tusks and trunks, white like the bottom of a shark, their skin smooth like the sea creatures. These waving to confirm, aha, something is afoot. Twice the alien who appeared on Beiru's bedspread to invite him was identical. When Beiru agreed to enter the tractor beam, that earned him a snow cone. It was warm, though, made like hot chocolate. Beiru was able to use anti-gravity boots on lease to scale the side of a residential building with forests on the decks. They had asked to clone him to have a human city on their planet, and Beiru agreed, for he was a smart mate and wanted them to have a good human age on their planet with the clones of him. The humans were going to live in an Antarctical ecosystem designed for them beside this massive pool where the aliens floated on small revolving platforms from one side of the pool to the other, conducting research when they wanted to relax, calling this pool Ocean. At the bottom of the pool was a small moon confiscated from the planet called Yumb. There was no leader on their planet. That moon was seen as a cosmic token of the great beyond, the deep. And there were aliens who met with Beiru in a glass room that looked out into the open space, and the aliens would always move slowly, incredibly slowly, and carefully whenever regarding the changing moon. If floating, they would be careful to garble in a slow manner over the prized space rock, as it was an object to talk around. "Take these new basketball sneakers to Earth," said an alien, at the end of this last abduction, that specimen smooth-skinned and a bit slimy. "We've improved the bottoms and provided better ankle support so that you can climb mountains on your way home from playing basketball." "How are your feelings?" asked a version of Beiru with changing blonde hair that reflected his golden mood, a caring human made by the aliens. "I feel passion," said Beiru. "Go on, don't say too much, though." "I have started to work at a new grocery store. I stock, shelve, ring, and bag all the foods. I like to wake up on time, get ready, iron my clothes, and go to work with my name tag on, chat with the people and have some laughs, you know." An alien came close and whispered, "Nuclear fission reaction." With that, they all paused. "What did you say?" asked Beiru. The alien kept walking. "Anyhow, the girls I work with are pretty. Some are cool." That crew did not speak for a number of seconds, for what was said had no context, and Beiru, nor many others in the port, knew what a nuclear fission reaction could do. There was a preschool in that room where babies like Beiru played. They stacked blocks. The aliens wanted to confirm that humans had eyebrows. Beiru said they do. Wiry ones. Another alien wanted to confirm that humans had feet. Yes, they do. Biddle biddle span lank. Not all the humans have feet, though. On second thought, they don't all have eyebrows either. There's this basketball player, Charlie Villanueva, born in 1984, who has alopecia universalis, meaning he is hairless. Beiru wanted to talk about how many things on Earth were alien too, and how there was a curious trickery in documentation in America because people from other countries had been referred to as aliens, and about how his sister was finicky when it came to the way she liked to eat breakfast when he prepared it for her like a good brother. The aliens knew this, but needed Beiru to rest. He'd experience more by relaxing. After all, their voyage back to his ment would require him to sleep, and he had labor in the morning, dishing out food to his neighbors. What if aliens had visited before and had just been casually documented as aliens? After all, Christopher Columbus, born in 1451, reported dog-headed people in the New World, now America. One of the small yet elephantine creatures clapped. "I'll see you tomorrow," it wailed. More likely, there are many cultures to learn about, in origin stories, geographic commutes, and one can only manage to practice kindness and inquiry as they learn at a gradual rate. This was a deduction voiced by a clone of Beiru who was studying to be an anthropologist, who had been in the corner kibitzing with the alien who had brought up nuclear energy while coughing in passing. Beiru had a reverie sometimes when his body was under duress from trying to make sense of his life that, as far as he could see from his senses alone, people were being dropped all around his building as if from alien abductions, just at the periphery of the block. They were flashing into their spaces just before he looked. Beiru lost himself to a bit of absurdity, so one of the aliens brought him another snow cone, then a big pot roast dinner. He ate like an honorable guest. Beiru was, in fact, unique. When the time came to leave, Beiru was ready to get back to the routine he was learning by discipline. There was a room full of rusty engines. There Beiru had to sit and wondered about how the cogs worked in the ship. 3 space ghosts were bucketing air. A money printer in one of the space hotel rooms was used for counting blue bills. Small amounts. The aliens made offices for the new humans to work, but it was uncertain whether or not the humans would choose to work in them. There were chiropractors, too. At the right age, they offered free cell phones. Beiru could have stayed looking for pleasure in all those rooms all day, but he chose to turn away to the docking bay. He had a responsibility, though he was cool with helping aliens from time to time, as they took a liking to his open mind. In the saucer, Beiru went home at night.